Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture, I am going to discuss important previous year question from a work by Pratibha Ray, and this work is titled as Yajna Seni. In what ways does the beginning and ending of Draupadi's narration in Yajna Seni convey the cycle of time? Why do you think the author has chosen this mode of narration? So here, beginning of the story here means that the narration start with somewhere with Draupadi's birth, and her life begins as a significant event representing destiny. And then we see that events in her life means that throughout her life she faces numerous challenges and experiences, and each event reflects her struggles and victories, showing how life continuously presents cycle of joy and sorrow. And this ending of the story here means the story concludes with her spirit transcending. This implies her journey goes beyond physical existence, hinting at an eternal cycle. And this cyclical nature of fate here means that her experiences echo recurring themes of fate and destiny. Just as seasons change but return, her life's events resonate with the idea of inevitable. So, the beginning and ending of Draupadi's narration in Yajna Seni reflect the cyclical nature of time. Here, cyclical nature means just as seasons change but return, her life events resonate with the idea of inevitable fate and the eternal recurrence of events in her life and the larger epic context. This means that Draupadi's life reflects larger epic events that repeat over time, and the conflicts and resolutions she faces are mirrored in the broader context of the Mahabharata. This means the narrative shows that beginnings and endings are interconnected, and her birth leads to her struggles, which leads to transcendence, which ultimately highlights the cyclical nature of life. And so the cyclical nature emphasizes that life is a series of repetitive patterns. Her story shows how the past, present, and future are intertwined. And here, with this, she reinforces the idea of eternal reoccurrence. Then we see the story begins with Draupadi's birth and ends with her spirit transcending. The cycle of her life mirrors the cyclical nature of fate. So this I have already explained you. Now, here in this point, we see the narration utilizes flashbacks that inform the present, creating a sense of inevitability. Examples: here, events from her childhood foreshadow her trials, emphasizing the predestined nature of her journey. Here we see that the narration employs flashbacks that inform the present, and this means memories of her past reveal important context and affect current events. And this example, so here we see in this example, childhood experiences hint at future challenges. Early struggles suggest that her life is destined for hardship, and the presence of flashbacks create a sense of inevitability in her journey. It feels like she is meant to face these challenges, reinforcing fate. The initial fire of her birth contrasts with her funeral pyre at the end. Example: here, fire symbolizes destruction and rebirth, reflecting cycles of life. So the fire of her birth contrasts with her funeral pyre at the end. Birth's fire symbolizes beginnings, while the funeral pyre signifies endings. Fire represents destruction and rebirth in her life. So this duality reflects the constant cycles of life and death she experiences. And also, we see that Draupadi's struggles are emphasized throughout the story. So, Draupadi's struggles are revisited throughout the story, showing the repetitive nature of her challenges. So, this means that recurring hardships showcase her resilience and strength over time. And each hardship Draupadi faces reinforces her ability to endure. That means her challenges illustrates a pattern of struggle that builds her character. So, each hardship reinforces her resilience, which persists throughout her life. Draupadi's life is shaped by the larger forces of fate, a cycle that seems predestined. Example, the dice game is pivotal moment and illustrates how fate circumscribes her choice. So, here in this point, we get to see that her life is influenced by larger forces of fate. Significant events indicate a predestined path guiding her journey. And this moment where we see that dice game is show this event of dice game, this particular movement signifies a turning point that drastically impacts her life, showing how fate controls her destiny. So all these elements contribute to idea that her experiences are part of a larger inescapable cycle of fate. Now, here we see the narrative reflects natural cycles, seasons, life, and death. Example, Draupadi's growth parallels nature's cycle of growth and decay. This means that just like nature goes through cycles, Draupadi's life mirrors these rhythms of growth and decay. And this example, where we see that Draupadi's development parallels the cycles in nature. So, this means that her personal growth reflects how nature evolves and transforms over time. The evolution of Draupadi's identity showcases rebirth through experiences. Example, each new phase of her life represents a rebirth influenced by her past sufferings. This means that with each new challenges, Draupadi evolves, symbolizing renewal shaped by her past. So there is a kind of renewal which is shaped by her own past. And each segment of Draupadi's life signifies a fresh start informed by her earlier hardships. So, the blending of myth with Draupadi's reality emphasizes timeless struggles faced by women. Her story is not just personal but a reflection of universal themes across time. This means that the mix of myth with Draupadi's reality emphasizes universal struggles for women. So her story reflects not just her personal struggles but also challenges faced by women throughout history. And here we see that the issues she confronts are shared by many women and remain significant today. Memory serves as a thread connecting past experiences to the present. Example, Draupadi's recollections evoke a sense of nostalgia, binding her past to present quest for justice. So here we see Draupadi's memories tie her history to her current quest, influencing her actions, and reflecting on her past fuels her desire for fairness and justice in the present. Now here we see the communal narrative reflects the cyclical history of society and its collective memory. Example, the war of Kurukshetra is not just Draupadi's fight but a societal reckoning echoing through time. This means the communal narrative reflects the cyclical history of society and its collective memory. So the story of Draupadi encompasses societal events showing how history repeats and shapes community identity. And this example, where we see that Draupadi's struggles during the war symbolize broader societal issues and conflicts that resonate over time. So, events and emotions recur throughout the story, emphasizing a cyclical pattern. Example, the repeated betrayals she faces illustrate a pattern of cyclical suffering. So, Draupadi experiences similar betrayals and emotional turmoil, highlighting a repeating cycle of suffering. And also, then we see that interactions with key figures like Krishna, Karna showcase a network of cyclical relationships. Example, the impact of her choices on others intertwines with their fate as well. This means Draupadi's connections with influential characters create intertwined fates, demonstrating how her choices affect others. At the end, we see the end of her story provides a reflective lens on the beginning, transforming understanding. Example here is as the narrator, Draupadi offers insights shaped by her journey, inviting readers to reconsider beginnings. So, what we see at the end of this line is that the conclusion of Draupadi's journey allows readers to reevaluate the initial events with new insights, and her perspective reflects how her experiences alter her understanding and perception of past events. At last, we see the cyclical interpretations reverberates through generations, ensuring her story remains relevant. The retelling of her story throughout Indian literature emphasizes its timeless relevance. So, the idea of cycle in Draupadi's story resonates across time, keeping her experiences meaningful for each generation. And various adaptations of Draupadi's narrative in Indian literature highlights its enduring significance and lessons. The text alludes to philosophies of time in Hinduism, such as Sansara, cycle of birth and rebirth. Example, Draupadi's life reflects the teachings about the eternal cycle of karmic actions and their consequences. This means the narrative connects to Hindu beliefs about repeating life cycles, illustrating deeper philosophical themes. And also, we see her experiences exemplify the Hindu concept of karma, showing how actions have lasting effects across lifetimes. So, this is what we understand through this sentence. And at last, I must say that Draupadi's story intertwines with themes of cyclicality and philosophical concepts in Hinduism, ensuring its ongoing relevance and depth. Then, with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your exams. Thank you.